Our first guest tonight is an Emmy Award-winning actor. You know him from many, many things. His latest is the animated adventure Transformers 1. It opens in theaters on Friday. Please say hello to Jon Hamm. So much energy, so much charisma.
Great.
How do you do it? I don't understand it at all.
I'll tell you exactly how.
How?
And it involves two things, karma and the Beverly Hills Police Department. Let me finish.
What?
I was taking a hike with my dog the other day.
Oh.
In Griffith Park, where I live.
Okay.
In the park. And,
oh, that's you in that tent.
That's me.
Yeah.
And I'm walking home, and I feel a thing fall out of my pocket. I go, oh, no. I look down, it's my wallet. I go, my wallet fell in my pocket. Thank God I noticed it.
Yeah.
Picked it up, put it back in my pocket, continue walking with my dog. Following day, come home from work, walk the dog, have a lovely walk. About 2 hours after I get home from walking the dog, I get a text on my thing. Hey, this is Officer whoever from the Beverly Hills Police Department. We found your wallet. I said, my wallet? I put it in my, where's my wallet? They have my thing. 2 French tourists found your wallet in Griffith Park and turned it into the Beverly Hills Police Department. So, 2 things about this. I didn't know I was that big in France. But second of all, how nice is that?
Well,
I found my wallet.
Can I add one more thing? You lost your wallet twice in one walk.
I mean, that's, well, look, I'm not so sure how that happened. But cut to about 3 years ago,
yeah.
I'm walking same way in Griffith Park, and I see on the side of the road a wallet that I pick up. It was one of those giant girl wallets that has every card ever made in the world.
Yeah.
Like playing cards, there was an ace of spades in there, there's everything. Every Albertsons club card in it. And I picked it up, I took it to the police department and I turned it in. Some tourists from Arizona had lost their thing.
Wow.
See,
and it came
all
right back
comes
to you.
around, guys.
That's, you know what?
So I'm stoked. That happened yesterday, today. And I had to go to the Beverly Hills Police Department and had a whole Axel Foley moment of like walking in going, this is the nicest police department I have ever seen.
If I get arrested, I want it to be here. Yeah. Wow, how about that? That's something. You know what would be a smart thing is to train dogs in the way the police do to sniff, not, you know, drugs or bombs or whatever they're normally trained, but to sniff for your wallet.
Only your wallet.
Only your wallet.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. You, by the way,
I lucked out. I mean, that's amazing.
I'm glad you had some good luck because you did not win at the Emmys on Sunday night.
On Sunday, yeah, exactly. You're correct.
We both went home losers.
Yes.
Let's be clear.
I was 0 for 2. You were 0 for 2.
0 for 2. Yeah, that's right. But you did get something that I thought was pretty nice. The guy from Baby Reindeer, Richard Gadd, spent a good chunk of his speech talking about how much he loves you.
See, that was... Now, I didn't see how it played on camera, but I know exactly why he did that. Because
why?
He finally got on stage, he looked over, and I was looking at him like this. Because the night before I told him, I really hope you win, and I think he actually believed me. I'm very proud.
You know,
I'm very happy for the guy.
That's, you know, it's sad that you can't win an Emmy for the Emmys because the best acting happens when you're pretending to be happy for the person who won.
The moment after when they don't say your name, boy, you got to put a face on or you're
Did I tell you something?
Burned.
My wife and I were sitting there, and, you know, our show was nominated, and typically, you know, they had the camera in our
it's
face
right here.
the
It's
whole
right
time,
here. Yeah,
right?
you can't miss it.
Except for when they were reading the nominees and about to read the name of the winner, and I noticed the camera was then gone, and I looked at Molly and I said, I guess we're not winning this.
Like, guys, wait at least until they call the name.
At least send a fake
The
camera
guy's like,
out
no,
there.
we're good. Yeah, no, he's fine.
They're like, well, we don't need him. Did you bring a speech? Do you bring a speech?
I didn't, and I don't. Now, keep in mind, I think the odds are in my favor for not preparing because I think I'm 1 for 23 at this point.
Oh, really? Oh, boy. Yeah.
So my batting average would not be keeping me in the big league.
That surprises me. I would have figured you have, I don't know, I imagine you, I can visualize you.
Keep thinking that. I mean, maybe that's it. I guess got to manifest it.
You were kind of like I think a rare combination athlete theater kid, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
My high school, we had it was very sort of achievement oriented. You were encouraged to try a little bit of everything. So, at a certain point, all the jocks would go do theater, and the theater kids would play sports badly, and it didn't matter if you were good or not, although some of us were at various things. But if you had a good time, that was the important thing.
Really? What kind of a weirdo high school was
this? It was a very
this?
weird high school.
Yeah.
It created me. It created Ezekiel Elliott. It created Sam Altman, the guy who created OpenAI, who will eventually take my job.
Yeah.
And Ellie Kemper. So we've put out quite a few people into the world. Yeah.
Was Ezekiel Elliott in the plays and stuff? Was he?
I'm guessing he came a few years after me. He's a little bit younger than me.
So you were in Godspell. I think we
Yes.
talked about this once before.
Many moons ago.
You made, I think, an interesting choice, an acting choice, as they call them. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. To instead of sing your part, to rap it.
Oh God, I don't know. Did I?
Well, luckily we were able to
say.
find the clip of that moment, and
Now that is now yes. There you go. Come on, moves.
well, that's
Moves like Jagger.
what year was that?
1989.
I feel like you might have invented Hamilton. Like they made somehow.
With 2 M's.
You were the first guy. Oh, that's
Come on
nice.
now. Come on.
You know that's way up my alley. Did you ever imagine when you were that kid at that age that you'd go on to lose so many Emmys?
It was but a dream. Maybe someday I can be the
seriously,
Susan Lucci of my
Young
time.
John Hamm, racer around. What kind of car did you have back then?
So I drove, and this was the first car I ever got, 1981 Toyota Tercel, a 3-door, which is what they used to call something with a hatchback, like that was a door. Which we actually did use it as a door.
Yeah.
5-speed manual transmission, which I drove till about the ripe old age of 21 or 22. And I remember the reason I didn't have that car to move out to LA was because I got pulled over in that car by a police officer in St. Louis, Missouri, with my best friend, and we were going out somewhere. And I'm driving, we're flying down the highway, not speeding, but not speeding. And we get pulled over, and I think, oh God, it's, we haven't even gone out yet, and we already got pulled up. It's not a good sign. And the cop comes up to the thing and goes, "Can you get out of the car, please?" I'm like, whoa, okay, this is really bad. Like, how fast was I going? I don't know. Okay, we hide whatever we had in the car, put it up. And I get out of the car, he goes, "Come back here, back of the car, come back here." I go, "Okay, what's gonna happen here? I'm not sure what this is." And he goes, "Look at the back of this car, tell me if you think that's safe." And both back wheels were like this. And I went, "You know what, that doesn't look very safe." He goes, "Yeah, you cannot drive this car." And I went, "Well, what am I supposed to do?" He goes, "I don't know, but you're not driving this car. We're gonna call a pickup truck. It's gonna take it wherever you can, and good luck." And what had happened was there was a recall on the back axles of this car 15 years ago that I had never heard about because we didn't have the internet. And basically what happened was they had formulated the steel wrong or something, and it rusted through. So I was like this much of basically a beer can's worth of steel left before the axle just broke. So I lucked out in that way, but...
You were saved by the police.
Saved by the police.
Almost killed by Toyota.
Which, by the way, probably would have worked out better if I would have been killed by Toyota.
Yeah.
I would have had a little more money coming out to LA.
They had a little more money. And now you do voiceover for rival car companies to... Revenge is sweet, John Hamm.
Exactly. You know what? You'll never have a problem with that in a Mercedes-Benz, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. John Hamm, everybody. His movie's Transformers 1. We'll be right back.
Orion Pax, D16. What you two did today was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Sir, this is all my idea, and we're so sorry.
I loved it!
You did?
How could anyone not love it? You gave my best racers a real run for their money.
So we're not getting demoted?
Demoted.
That is Transformers 1. It opens in theaters Friday. John Hamm. John,
little known fact.
Yeah.
Little known fact. My character in the movie transforms into a 1981 Toyota Tercel.
like this?
Yeah, just back wheels like that.
You have, well, we just heard your beautiful voice
Thank
there.
you. Mellifluous.
You do commercials, as we mentioned earlier. You do voiceover. It's not just a handsome face. Your voice is handsome also.
I do my best.
Wondering if you might help us out with something.
Jimmy, I'm here to help.
Thank you. There's a guy in our audience. I met him a little while ago. His name's Ben. Okay?
Hi, Ben.
Ben showed up in a vest, and I took note of his vest, and a lot of people seem to like it.
It's a good vest.
But Ben is a single guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to be sad. I mean, John's gonna help you. Now, John, we put something together, and we've written a little script, and would you mind voicing over
okay.
this for Ben? Now, Ben, what apps are you on?
Tinder, Bumble, you know.
Okay.
Hinge.
Okay,
I
Inch?
just use those 3.
Oh, Hinge. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Inch is not a great one.
Inch is the only honest app out there.
Singular.
So now you can put like video and sounds over the apps.
This is going to work out great, Ben.
So here we go. This is for you, Ben.
Hello, single ladies aged 28 to 40 within a 50-mile radius of San Gabriel, California. Do you value communication, kindness, and a sense of whimsy? Well, open your hearts, because tonight, it's all about the Benjamin. Benjamin Rugardichin, a 34-year-old event planning freelancer who is not a hoarder. He's a collector of antique Legos, refrigerator magnet bottle openers from all 50 states, swords, and matchbooks.
Maybe I'll be your match.
And he's a smooth operator. Once, Ben proposed to a gal at Disneyland after knowing her for only 6 hours. Believe it or not, she said no. If only she'd known that Ben could protect her, because he studies the art of cane weaponry. Or that he made an appearance on Let's Make a Deal with his comedy hero, Wayne Brady.
Can we rub beards?
If he's good enough for Wayne, isn't he good enough for you? Enjoy steamy days with Ben in the in-ground pool he dug himself. And steamier nights when Ben slides out of one of the 15 vests in his closet. You've tried the rest. Now try the vest. Ben Mugradician. Swipe right on Tinder, Bumble, or Hinge for more.
I also play Dungeons and Dragons.
Ben, you're not doing yourself any favors.
Everybody. And Ben, I hope it works. Transformers 1 opens theaters Friday. Thank you, John. We'll be back with Maisie Stella.